Hey everyone, this is meant to be a video that's going to go along with the Superhot any percent skips guide that I made a little bit ago. That covers most like the in-game sort of stuff you need to do or could do, but I wanted to make another guide to go over the kind of outside the game setup and like the stuff you wouldn't instinctually know. So it's a little helpful for people so they don't have to figure this out themselves or ask questions or stuff. Not that none of us mind people asking questions, but it's you know, it's just good to have a resource here since there isn't something that exists like that yet. So the first thing I'm going to go over is opening the game from the exe. When you open it normally through Steam, you'll press this, it'll load this, takes a little bit, this box pops up, but then you press this, and then the game opens. So you can save, it depends on how fast your game loads in, how Steam's working, but you can save like 5 to 7 seconds. If you go to, this is like the easiest way to access it. If you go to Superhot, Properties, Local Files, Browse Local Files, you'll see that sh.exe is here. And what you can do is you can like create a, create a shortcut on your desktop, or just open up this window anytime you want to run the game. And during the game, you have to exit out and reopen it, and what you'll do is you'll just like highlight this or have it on your desktop, and then when you Alt F4, you'll just click this instead of opening up from Steam. So like as you see, when you open it from this, it's going to instantly open the game rather than pop that box up. My load's a little bit slow, but you know, it's a lot faster than having the window pop up and then pressing the window and doing all that. So there's less steps. The downside of this is that it doesn't keep track of your hours anymore. So like I have like 50, how many hours do I have? I have like 50 or like 100 hours on Superhot, which is obviously not right, but if that doesn't bother you, it's a good thing to do. It's easy time save. So that's a thing you wouldn't really know unless you ask that sort of question. So another thing that can confuse people is that they'll try to do, you have to quit out of Subway. This is the first skip. You quit out of Subway and you re-enter Jump, and when they mash enter, they'll find that they're in a different level instead of Jump, and they don't know why. Or if you do the Kick Alley one, same thing with that. If you're not doing the Kick Alley skip, anytime you get past Jump, anytime you complete Jump, even if you don't go to shots, as long as you kill all the enemies in Jump, you need to restart story progress. So anytime, again, this is assuming that you're not doing the Kick Alley skip. If you're doing the Kick Alley skip, anytime you get past Alley, anytime you kill all the enemies in Alley, what you have to do is go to Settings, I promise, you can restart and then restart your story progress. And this will just set, it doesn't do anything to like your unlocks or records or anything, it just sets your progress back to Kick. And when you restart, the fastest way to do it is the second that screen pops up where it's going through the little startup animation, you can just Alt F4 and reopen the game, and it skips that whole entire animation, so it's a little bit quicker, since restart's going to be kind of slow otherwise. Another important thing is the first time you open the game, so my progress is on Kick now, you'll see the first time I load Kick, it's a really, really long loading screen, like really long, but if like it's still going. But if I open it a second time, the load's going to be hopefully a lot quicker. So you instantaneously load it in. So what you should do before any of your runs is open up Kick, close it, and just preload the first level. Or just preload pretty much all the levels is how it works. I don't think it really matters too much which level you open. Though obviously you want to open Kick since it's the first one, so it doesn't move your progress up. Anytime if you go to level select, and like if I were to open up like Elevator or something and then go out of it, it sets your level progress to Elevator. So whenever I go to Superhot.exe now my progress is in Elevator, so it's better to preload for Kick so you can actually do the skips. The only other real thing that I get questions on is different languages. And recently this has become a thing where we've actually gone through and tested which language is the fastest, because they introduced an update that added Japanese, and if you know speedruns, you know Japanese is normally the fastest text, and Superhot is no different. if you just go to, let me just show you where I found this before I switch the language. Just settings, control for some reason, and then just scroll all the way to the right until you get to JPN, then just escape enter. And your text switches to Japanese, which saves you roughly 17 seconds, give or take a little bit. It's definitely faster than English though, so it is good to use. It takes if you've been running this game for any length of time, it takes a little bit of getting used to the text, because it does take up more of the screen than English in some points, and it's obviously just different. So I would definitely say start now and just get used to it right away. You have to get used to knowing when to quit out at certain points, because the dialogue that would normally show up in English that you could read obviously is now not legible to you unless you know Japanese. But anyway, that's pretty much it that I can think of for things that might be confusing for a first-time player. So if you do have any questions, like you watched a run and something isn't making sense to you, or like you're having difficulties, or like you don't really understand what I meant by restarting or preloading or stuff like that, just leave a comment and I'll be there and answer any questions. We also have a Discord. If you go to the speedrun.com forums, it is the bottommost stickied post, I believe. So you can find that there, or again, you can just ask me in the comments for it and I can give you the link. But yeah, we're free to answer any questions. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully that was helpful to people trying to learn the run. And I don't think there's really any more things I need to make a tutorial video on, but if there is, again, just let me know. I'm more than happy to create some more stuff to help you guys out. Alt F4 is difficult.